Sariska Manor is situated right next to the wildlife sanctuary or the tiger reserve. So you just come out of the property and you are inside the park. As far as mice is concerned, we are certainly open to inviting smaller groups up to 45 to 60 people, and that is all that we can also accommodate comfortably in our 26 rooms. There is Bhangarh Fort, which is about 22 kilometers from Sariska Manor. That is one of the most haunted forts of Rajasthan. So one can go and visit.
Hello, this is Chirag and welcome to VENUE.EVENTS. So VENUE.EVENTS एक ऐसी वेबसाइट है जो वेडिंग और कॉन्फ्रेंसेस के लिए आपको परफेक्ट वेन्यू फिल्टर करके देती है। एंड इन फिल्टर्स के थ्रू आप देख सकते हैं हमारे वेन्यूज के हॉल साइज, सीटिंग स्टाइल, सीटिंग कैपेसिटी विद इन 30 सेकेंड्स विदाउट एनी ह्यूमन इंट्रैक्शन। सो बने रहिए हमारे साथ, इस वीडियो को लाइक कर लीजिए, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और बेल आइकन दबा दीजिए ताकि आप हमारी वीडियोस कभी ना मिस कर सके।
Today at the RDTM on 15th September 2024, I have one of a very privileged guest who is so known in the industry, who was in the inbound industry and bringing in foreigners to India. His name is Mr. Gajendra Singh. Morning, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you, Mukesh bhai. I'm so glad to be here with you on this special podcast. As you said, I have been in the industry for 46 years.
Right.
I started my career as a student in Udaipur and gradually grew up to create my own company, which was one of the 10 best companies in India for inbound tourists.
Right.
In these 46 years of my journey in the travel industry, I have traveled across the globe, within the country and outside, from Europe to America to Japan to Australia to Southeast Asia. I've not left any country which I have not visited. And it has not been just visiting the countries, but also on the back of my mind, I always had this, that how to improve myself, how to do better, how to make things look better for my company and for the experiences of my guests. In 2015, I decided to quit the travel business.
Right.
As it was, I had spent such a long time, and I wanted to still remain in touch with the industry. So I thought it would be a good idea to shift over to hospitality and turn the table around and sit on the other side. Till now, I was asking the hoteliers about rates and facilities that they were providing. Now I am a facilitator myself. So I am very happy doing this. I have a small property. I always wanted to be in a niche market. So one of my earlier endeavors was to start golf tourism, which is a very niche product and a very niche market to promote tourism. And now I am fully into wildlife tourism.
Right. Sariska Manor, Sariska, which is your property, and it's a high-end property as per the Sariska levels, and I have visited it and stayed there, and I know what a kind of hospitality I enjoyed over there. You have 27 rooms over there.
Yes.
And a pool also, a hall also.
Yes.
What are the type of benefits which come in when one stays at your property from the MICE segment and the wedding segment point of view?
Sariska Manor is very conveniently located in the center of the so-called Golden Triangle, Delhi, Agra and Jaipur. So people coming in from other parts of the country or from outside the country, they do not have to travel very long distances, or they do not have to search for a mode of transport to come to us. So there's a Delhi airport, International Airport, there's a Jaipur International Airport. We are only 3.5 hours away from the Delhi International Airport. We are only 2.5 hours away from the Jaipur International Airport. Sariska Manor is situated right next to the wildlife sanctuary or the tiger reserve. We are close to the entrance. So when you come there as a wildlife lover, you do not lose the crucial, time in the morning or evening where you have to be in the forest. So you just come out of the property and you are inside the park. Okay. So that's one of the biggest advantages that Sariska Manor has or gives you. As far as mice is concerned, we as a wildlife property, we did not build or think of doing larger groups, but we are certainly open to inviting smaller groups up to 45 to 60 people, and that is all that we can also accommodate comfortably in our 26 rooms.
Right.
Sariska Manor has 27 cottages,
okay.
And in those 7 cottages there are 26 rooms. Sariska Manor also has a large dining space. Indoor, we have a dining space outside in the veranda. We have a terrace restaurant as well. Plus, we have a conference room. So we can very easily accommodate 45 to 60 people in the conference room. So that is what we can offer to the mice people. Apart from doing their conferences and whatever discussions they have to do, they can also be out in the open. So we organize like high tea on the boulders, which is part of the buffer zone of the Sariska Tiger Reserve. So we can take you up, do a little hiking, and you can watch the sunset from there, having a cup of tea and some nice warm snacks, cakes, cookies, pakoras, whatever. So that is what we can do. Plus, there are other places that one can visit. We can do morning walks up to the Nilkant Mahadev temple, and under a 300-year-old banyan tree, we can organize the morning tea for you there.
That's interesting.
There is Bhangarh Fort, which is about 22 kilometers from Sariska Manor. That is one of the most haunted forts of Rajasthan. So one can go and visit the fort as well. Of course, the tiger reserve is next door, and now the Sariska tigers are growing.
Okay.
When I finished construction in 2019 and started the property in 2020, there were only 16 tigers in Sariska.
Okay.
Now, Sariska has 43 tigers, including the cubs.
Okay.
So we are looking at the growth of the tiger reserve per se. Plus the prey, the animals are also growing. This year we have been very fortunate that we have had very good rains and all the lakes are full. So we get a lot of migratory birds. There are about 45 to 60 residential birds in Sariska. And if you come to my property, which is an 8-9 acres of land, there are 40 to 45 birds you can see within the property.
Okay. So they come early in the morning?
They are almost, they are there. Of course, the birds, as you know, they early morning by sunrise, they fly away out, and by sunset they come back to their, place of wherever they are sitting on the trees or wherever they are nesting. So very interesting, we see bayas which come all the way from South Africa. They make those hanging nests, and you can see 50, 60 of those nests inside the property. And if you are lucky and if you are at the right time, you can see them weaving the nests. It's a very interesting thing. I will have a video sent to you to see that. Apart from that, the tiger sighting is very good. Just next to our property, the Sariska Manor, within an area of 7 to 8 kilometers from our property, from Sariska Manor, there are 8 tigers.
Okay.
And if you're lucky, when you go out in the forest, you can come across any one of them. So sighting is very, very good in Sariska nowadays.
When I visited your property and we went into the area, jungle area, we were lucky enough to see even the leopards over there.
Yes.
And we Indians love seeing both of these animals.
Yes, the leopard population in the Sariska Tiger Reserve is the highest in the country in a concentrated area. 265, of course there is no actual count, but we assume that there are 265 leopards in that area.
And even at that time, when we were there inside, we could see a lot of peacocks and dancing.
Yes.
And that was a very good, again, new highlight.
What I'm trying to suggest is that, you know, the Sariska Manor was built with the intention of keeping it as a wildlife resort. But of course, wildlife is one part of it. There are other avenues also. So, like as you said, what would you do for mice?
Yeah.
We are open to that.
Okay.
We are open to inviting people, to having people for their discussions. But the only thing is, you know, keeping the sanctity of the forest.
Yes.
We do not have flashy lights. We have all downlighters. We still use lanterns. We illuminate our place with lanterns, and the glow of a natural glow of a lantern is something which is very, very inspiring. So we decorate our areas with lanterns. In the winters we do campfire. You can sit around the campfire and enjoy your drinks and have your meetings.
As Gajendra ji, you are a person who loves to keep the environment in place, really respect it, because tourism people really respect it, because that is how the tourism can come in and grows also. I'm sure small intimate weddings can also be done at your place.
Yes.
And
you can as I said, we do not do very elaborate flashy decorations,
right,
but with nice flower decorations. All the ceremonies like mehndi, the dances, also wedding ceremony can be organized. We have plenty of open spaces, and we can create very nice venue for a wedding. But as I said, the limitation with us with Sariska Manor is that we have only 26 rooms to offer.
Yeah, that's fair enough, because see, a lot of people also like to do intimate weddings, even including the celebrities. So which is understood, and obviously whatever is the scope at the property.
No, certainly.
At Sariska Manor, that is only what can be done.
Certainly. We are open to all of that. And as I see people go abroad to do weddings in remote areas.
Yeah, and they also
this
do
is also
intimate
very nice. So the whole area is surrounded by Aravali hills. It's all nature. 880 square kilometers of forest right next door.
Right.
The closest highway is 50 kilometers away from us. The closest railway connection is 26 kilometers away from us. So we are in a very serene environment. You know, very quiet, very fresh. There are 4 lakes around us.
Right.
Within the vicinity of 4.5 kilometers, we have 4 very large lakes, and this year we have been very, very lucky that all the lakes are full now.
Okay.
And we expect a lot of migratory birds coming to these lakes this year.
So that's very good actually, and keeping the environment in place, that's very important. So Gajendra ji, thank you very much.
My pleasure, sir.
Sariska Manor, yes, I have stayed there. The best part also which I liked, apart from the property, was nicely made up, and the breakfast which I had over there, thoroughly enjoyed, and especially sitting outside the main restaurant inside. You have that corridor area. You really enjoy the nature over there. And
you see, the idea when I was doing a little research on what kind of property I should make, I thought, we have lots of forts, palaces, havelis in Rajasthan. So I thought of doing something different, away from what everybody else is offering, and having it connected to the wildlife. I thought colonial style architecture would gel very well in this entire environment. So we are also very environment conscious, environment friendly, and sitting out
Yes.
is something where what happens nowadays is people don't talk to each other. We want people to come and converge,
Mingle with each other.
talk about the forest, talk about what they've seen in today in the in the surrounding areas, what birds they have seen, what animals they have seen. So it is a hub. It's a convergence of people where they can come and discuss and talk and open up and enjoy their holiday.
One last question which I'll ask you is, because obviously when everybody is coming, be it for the MICE, leisure or the wedding part, and everybody wants to visit the park.
Yes.
How easy it is to get the ticket for the entrance part, because there are restrictions nowadays, and how many entrances
so you see,
are
if
there?
you have a larger group, we have cantors.
Right. Yeah.
So we can arrange for cantors. We can help you book the cantors. But if it's a smaller group, 4, 6, 10 people, we can always organize the gypsies, and one can go inside the park in a gypsy or in a canter. Larger groups
Yeah.
in a canter, smaller groups on gypsies.
And for the knowledge of the guests, one day the park is also closed.
we have naturalists. We have naturalists engaged with us who will take you around, who will show you the flora and fauna, and talk about the forest and the wildlife.
And the park is closed on Wednesdays.
No, the park is.
एक सेकेंड, इसको बेटा दोबारा कर लेते हैं park को. So the park, you can say about the park on which date it's closed.
The park is open all through, except for 1st of July till 30th of September. But otherwise, the park is open from 6 o'clock in the morning till 10:30, 11 in the morning. The morning rides are from 6 o'clock till 10:30. The evening or afternoon rides are from 2 o'clock to 5:30 in the winters, and there's a shift time change in the summers.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Once in a week also it is.
No, it's not closed.
Because other places they have started closing down.
They had started on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
but now they're slowly and gradually doing away with it, because it doesn't make any sense closing the park on a weekday.
Yeah. Because people may be at times coming only for one night, and then
Yes,
they are
yes,
unable to see the
yes,
park. So,
yes.
so they have now totally opened it up, or one
They have opened it.
they have opened it.
Yes,
So now any day one can come over there.
Any-
Gajendra ji, it's been a lovely talking to you, and
My pleasure,
thank you
sir.
very much. And I'm sure Sariska Manor, Sariska will have more business from the point of view of all the different kinds of business.
I would say that the best experience is once you visit the place.
Once you visit the place.
So
Without
until
doubt.
unless you see it, seeing is believing,
Yes.
right? So until unless you come and experience a place, you will not know what I'm saying. I can
Right.
say anything,
Yeah.
but the experience, your own personal experience, is what makes the difference.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Gajendra. ji.
pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
My pleasure, Mukesh.
Thank you, ji.
For inviting
Thank you.
me.
Thank you.
you very much.